My name is Ryan.
My name is Sam.
I'm Avery.
I'm Burke.
And this is Catcher in the Rye podcast number 1. So today we're going to be talking about how Holden is a very opinionated person. For example, in a part of the book, he talks about how he doesn't like many people, but his sister Phoebe, he says, quote, "I swear to God you'd like her." He really talks for like a whole page just about how you'd like Phoebe. Anybody else got any thoughts?
Well, when he's at the bar listening to the guy singing, I think his name is Eddie, he is sitting at a table, and there's a table close to him, and he says that all the guys there are jerks, and it's not really like he knows them, but he just is really opinionated, and he says, "I hate those type of guys that, like, you never know that you..." He just really doesn't like them. And he's never met them.
I agree. Anybody else have any thoughts?
Yeah, I kind of agree too. How I think we already said this, but when he likes someone, he really likes them, but he also just doesn't like quite a few people. So, all you, Brian.
Oh, yeah, I have a thing to point out. Actually, you guys forgot about me, but I'm good to step up. Well, I agree with everybody on how Holden Caulfield is very opinion-based. I actually took an excerpt from the book on page 1, if you'd like to hear it. If you really want to hear about it, the first thing you'll probably want to know is where I was born and what my lousy childhood was like and how my parents were occupied and all before they had me, and that all that David Copperfield kind of crap. And I don't feel like getting into it if you want to know the truth. So that was a quote, and I think he's very, opinionative, and he just starts the book wanting us all to know that this is who he is, and you're gonna have to deal with it. On to you, next.
Well, even at Pensy, he just...
Even at Pence, yeah.
Pensy. He has, really strong opinions about the guys there. And his roommate, Ackley? No, the guy next door to him, Ackley. He just comes into his room, and, he's really friendly with Ackley, but he really just... He just kind of sets the tone of, oh, I really don't like this guy, I'm never ever gonna like him. I haven't liked him since I've been at Pensy. There's just nothing good about this guy. But he just kind of treats him like a friend though at the same time. And he just kind of gives a really opinionated vibe off.
Yeah, one thing that I found very interesting is that he's at a school that's with a lot of rich people, and he's himself, even though he doesn't really admit it, he's pretty rich. He says his grandma gives him money all the time, but he says, goddamn money, it always ends up making you blue as hell. And that's on page 113, because he thinks that anybody with money becomes very snarky and not nice to people.
And when he has the prostitute come to his room in chapter 13, he just has very strong opinions of her, just as she's walked into the room and she's wearing the dress and stuff, and he keeps talking about how she's shaking her leg and how she's nervous. He just keeps reiterating that fact, and he's just kind of saying how he's never met someone like her and how it just seemed like it bugged him.
I agree.
I also agree.
Burke, do you have anything to add on?
Not really.
What about you, Ryan?
I think we've touched on a lot. Sam, do you have any good quotes?
Not today, but maybe another day, Ryan. Anybody else have any ongoing thoughts about this book?
One thing that I really liked was when he said, almost every time someone gives me a present, it ends up making me sad. That was a very interesting topic, because most people like presents, but I think with Holden, he's really misunderstood, so people give him the wrong presents. For example, when talking about what present his mom got him, he said, she bought me the wrong kind of skates, because he wanted racing skates, but his mom got him hockey skates. So I think he's really fed up with his life right now.
I think he feels like he's kind of ignored, so that might also be why he's super opinionated, because it just kind of seems like when he was talking about the hockey skates, it didn't seem like his parents had taken the time to realize what type of skates he wanted. So that could also be a reason on why he's so opinionated, is because no one takes the time to learn about him, so he just creates opinions about people.
Also on page 44, when he says all Morons hate it when you call them a moron, it's just another thing to add on about how judgmental he is, and just kind of how he treats other people that he doesn't like. Sam, do you have something to say?
I was about to use that same quote. Ha, irony. Wait. No.
I think that